All right, so it is Saturday, January 30th at 7:10 a.m. And what I'm about to do is try to install Metabase on a DigitalOcean droplet so that I can do business analytics on a Django app that I have. So to give a bit of background, um, I am a software developer, and as a side project, I have like a couple rental properties. I have built a Django web app that helps me manage those rental properties and post listings on a website. So that website's right here, foxhillcore.com. And my goal for this company is to be like the most data-driven real estate management firm in the world. So what we're trying to achieve today is we're going to try to create a Metabase instance so that I can do business analytics on all of the data that's stored in my PostgreSQL database on the back end of that Django project. So this is part of kind of a new initiative I'm doing where I want to build more stuff in public and post it to my YouTube channel. So that's kind of why I'm recording. Hopefully people can learn from it, and the fact that I'm recording will keep me stay on task until this gets done. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the DigitalOcean app marketplace and try and find Metabase in here, because I know there's a really easy way to install Metabase using this app store. So we'll do Metabase, a simple, ready-to-use Metabase reporting analytics platform. So if anyone's never used Metabase before, I love it. I've used it before. It's pretty similar to, is this the right account? No, this logged me into a work account. So I'm going to get rid of that. We're going to log in through nicholasmccollum@gmail.com. If you see this email, please do not email me. I probably will not respond because my email is a dumpster fire. I got an SMS two-factor authentication code sent to me that I will read out here. There we go. So now we are actually in my personal one. You can see my Fox Hill Core project here. So I'm going to create a Metabase droplet. And it says, what instance do you want? Metabase 0.34.2 on Ubuntu 18.04. That sounds good. What virtual machine do you want? So like I said, this is just kind of a personal side project to help me stay organized for the real rental properties that I own. So this is not going to be super computationally demanding, I don't think, because I'm not actually going to use it that much. Unless I actually scale up this business, which is something that I hope to be able to do in the future. So I'm just going to pick the cheapest one for now, and I can always right size this later if the server load turns out to be like really high. I live in Canada, so we're going to pick the Toronto data center. Okay, we want to authenticate with SSH keys. I'm going to pick that one. Oh, hopefully you don't see my SSH key from that. I just renamed the host name so that it's kind of more readable. I'm going to assign it to the Fox Hill Core project, and I'm going to enable backups. It's $1 a month per droplet, which is kind of nice. Just like that, it's created. Wow. Oh, and I actually typoed the name, of course. So, software included Metabase, OpenJDK. So now it says what to do to get started after you deploy Metabase. Looks like we have to SSH in and kind of do some work, so we'll get going on that. SSH root, and then the server IP address. So we'll go in here, see what the IP address is, copy. Oh, gotta get rid of some extra characters that I pasted in there. Could not resolve. Oh, there we go. So anytime you SSH into a box for the first time, you get this warning: the authenticity of host, and then it gives you the IP address, can't be established. Gives you the fingerprint, and then it says, do you want to continue connecting? Yes, no. Let me just say yes. And permission denied, public key. Oh, interesting. Wonder why that is. Let's see. Oh, I just got this pop-up droplet has been created. Maybe it just wasn't ready. No, permission denied public key. Networking, public gateway, floating IP. Only other members of the same VPC network can access. Huh. Haha, figured it out. Okay, so this is my home computer, which is called Frankenstein. I'm an idiot. When I created this this droplet, I enabled the wrong SSH key for a computer which I call Rizilian, which is my work computer. So I gotta figure out how to change that now. Access, cover root password. So I'm typing in change SSH access for DigitalOcean droplets, how to add SSH keys to new or existing droplets. Add keys to existing droplets. Okay, so what we want to do is get my SSH key here. So we want to do cat tilde/.ssh.id underscore rsa.pub. So this is your public SSH key. So we'll take this, we'll copy it, and we'll go into the box. So for easy access, you can just use this thing called Recovery Console that DigitalOcean offers. You click it, it opens up, and boom, just like that. Ooh, the login. I don't actually know. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to nuke this droplet. Fun. Destroy. This is... Ooh, that is not the one that I wanted to destroy. This is why it's important to double check before you click on things. Okay, go back to Foxhill Corp. I'm going to full screen this because this is getting annoying. There we go. This is the one we want to destroy. I almost just destroyed my production box. Metabase, yes, destroy this droplet. Confirm. Okay, so that thing's dead. Now we gotta find the marketplace. And we're in the marketplace. We want to find Metabase again. Cha-ching. Create Metabase droplet. Okay, now I'm just going to quickly go through all the silly stuff that I had already kind of done earlier. So we're going to do basic plan. We're going to do $5 a month. We're going to do Toronto data center, and we're going to do different SSH key, new SSH key. So this is, we're going to call this Frankenstein. Cha-ching. And I'll enable it everywhere. And it's going to go that. We're going to enable backups, and then we're going to create it. Now, once this is created, I should be able to SSH in with the IP address. So just as a quick explanation of why I use DigitalOcean versus Amazon Web Services or anything like that. I originally created my DigitalOcean account because I was working through Brad Traversy's Django course, which is I think called Django Dev to Deployment. And at the end, there's actually a big section on how to deploy Django on a real server that you use with DigitalOcean. I think Brad's an affiliate of DigitalOcean, so I signed up. I get a discount and he get paid a little bit. And I've just been on DigitalOcean ever since. I think they just have the absolute best user interface of all the cloud providers I've ever used, and big fan of them just because of that. All right, let's try to SSH into this server that we just started up. And it's hanging. Connection refused. That is not good. I wonder why. Okay. interesting. Did I have the right IP address? 159.8.9.127.24. Interesting. Oh, there we go. It just wasn't ready yet. It should be in now. And now it's hanging again. Why is it hanging? Oh, there we go. We're in. Sweet. Okay. It was just a slow connection. All right, so that's done. Now we got to go back to the Metabase App Store and see what it says. Get started after deploying Metabase. Creating a system administrator account. It's highly recommended that you create a system administrator account. And we're going to add a user. We're going to add user Fox Hill Corp. Enter a new Unix password. Okay, so that just asked me to type in a bunch of information about this new user. And then it says, using Metabase. Allow 2 to 5 minutes so that Metabase starts all required services. With less powerful droplets, this can be slower. Faster droplets will run Metabase almost immediately. This delay only happens when the droplet is created and not afterwards. And from any modern browser, such as Firefox, type server underscore IP address. Okay, so looks like it runs, so right here, it looks like it runs by default on port 3000 of the server IP. So I'll copy the server IP, I'll put it in here. Site can't be reached. Okay, that is good. Pour myself a coffee here. It is 7:25 in the morning, so well needed, I think. So I think what this is a little tricky because it says allow 2 to 5 minutes so that Metabase starts all required services. With less powerful droplets, this can be slower. Faster droplets will run Metabase almost immediately. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just going to add some docs to my Git repository, so github.com or something. Actually, I'm going to do this locally. Okay, so disconnect from the server. I'm just going to navigate to the directory where I know this repository is. So here it is. Open up my code editor. Go to the README. I'm going to say a section on Metabase. I'm going to say to connect to the Metabase. Okay, so we're going to SSH Fox Hill, and then I need the server IP, so get that here. Nice. Cool. So that's done. Does this work yet? Ooh, ooh, this is exciting. Welcome to Metabase. Woohoo! Looks like everything is working. Now let's get to know you, connect your data, and start finding you some answers. Let's get started. So my name is Nick McCullum. My email address is nicholasmccullum@gmail.com. I'm going to create a password here. Type it in again. Fox Hill Corp. Sweet. Next, add your data. Select the type of database that you want to use. So we are on PostgreSQL, the world's best open source relational database. I'll call the name of this database Foxhill Prod, and I need all this like personal database information, which is not exciting for me. So I'm going to probably cut this out of the video, I think. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna cut this out of the video and just paste all this information in. You'll cut to a scrolled down version of this, but I will continue recording. So I was just thinking as I went to get that, the database information, that it's probably good for me to create a read replica. So I'm gonna add a read-only node, which is $10 a month. It's getting expensive. What is a read-only node? Well, let's Google it. Read-only nodes are replicas of a cluster's primary node located in additional geographical regions. Using read-only nodes reduces latency for users connecting from those regions. Communication between primary and read-only nodes is SSL encrypted and sent over the public network. Okay, so what we're going to do here. So basically, the reason to use a read-only node is that if you ever just like you can't nuke your database from Metabase. So there's a lot of nomenclature here. Metabase connects to your production database, and you don't want Metabase to change the data in your database. You just want it to read the data from your database. So one kind of easy way to do that is you don't actually connect Metabase to your real database. You connect Metabase to a read-only replica of that database. So that's what we're doing right now. Boom. Create a read-only node. So once that's done, I will add the read-only node information to my Metabase dashboard. So now for this read-only node, we're restricting inbound connections. And what we need to do now is we need to add the IP address of the Metabase droplet. The Metabase droplet, exactly. So we'll go back to DigitalOcean. I'm just going to click, I need to get back in my dashboard. Sign in. Please don't make me sign in again. Perfect, we're already here. I'm going to go to Foxhill Corp. I'm going to go to the, what the heck? Metabase, Ubuntu. I need to rename these freaking droplets. Okay, how do I rename this? Oh, there we go. Metabase. Cha-ching. That's it. What? It's still not. Oh, there we go. Droplet has been renamed. Then I'm just going to rename this one as well. Foxhill Corp Prod. Okay. I hate DevOps. Cool. That is much more readable. And then I need this IP address, and we're going to add that in here. And then allow these inbound sources only, so that's good. Okay, so now I have this information, and wherever my Metabase setup page went, which is not right here, this is the Metabase website homepage. That's the marketplace. This is the source code. This is what I need. Okay, so basically here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take this information, and I'm going to paste it in here. And then since this is a bit private, I am actually not going to, I'm going to cut this out, but yeah. Next time you see me, we will be down to this section here, usage data preferences. Okay, so I added in all my database information. I'm scrolling down, I'll hit next. Server error encountered. That's probably because this is not ready yet. Great, I'm done. Are you? Yeah, so this is just not done yet. So I'm just going to wait. I will cut this out of the final video. Great, so I think this is done now. I'm going to hit next and see what happens. Server error encountered still. What the frig, man? Oh, it actually tells you what the server error is, so that's helpful. I'm just gonna Google this here and see what I find. Metabase. Huh. Okay, let's figure this out. So, what is this IP? 159.89.127.24. Edit sources. Edit sources. Okay. Metabase. Oh, that's easy. Take that out. Save. Okay. What now? Okay, maybe I refresh this page. Let's get started. PostgreSQL. Overview. Database name is default DB. Database username is DLadmin. Database password. Oh, sweet, we got connected. Okay, we're gonna hit next, and then we can get rocking and rolling with some Metabase. This is interesting. Nice sign up form. I'll subscribe to that. I like Metabase. Take me to Metabase. Great. So I'm gonna show you guys like interesting. Okay, so just to do some basic SQL here to show you like one example, and then I'll get to actually. So I'll do select from release basically, I'll show you how to select the total of all rents that I have collected. Select some amount from payments. Run this. The column amount does not exist. Well, I'm just going to go quickly look in my... first, I'll push this code remote. Then I'll go look in my... Oh, I got to pull it, I guess, first. That sucks. There we go, pull. Okay, now I gotta look in my payments table to see what the tenant listing payment amount is what I want. So this will show you the sum total of all rent payments that I've collected since I bought my first rental property in October 1st. So it's January 30th now, so it's been, how many months? It's been November, December, January, and basically February. So we're basically coming up on 4 months, and this is how much rent I've collected. $21,500. Not too shabby. I'm going to create a bunch of dashboards and then probably post a blog post explaining why I like Metabase, how I got to use it, and blah, blah, blah. So basically my next steps are create a nice dashboard and then also fix this frickin' IP address because this is, you know, not the prettiest looking thing I've ever seen. So yeah, basically get an actual DNS system set up and create some tables and, or not some tables, some dashboards, and then I'm good to go.